I made a handful of bronze level mistakes because I let my ego take over. One option is to let these slide and just work on my mindset, and while this would help, I personally find seeing myself make these silly mistakes helps me more. I'm gonna VOD review this and share with you my findings. If you're new here, my name's Gaming for Hope, and I am that guy whose goal is to compete in the Overwatch Champions Series. Let's get into this. We were doing really well, and then things went sideways after the second time we capped. So I'm actually gonna really just save a lot of time, and we're gonna skip until we have capped both the points. All right, so we captured the objective. I'm in a really bad position. I could have probably killed that Genji if I'd been in a better one, but that's okay. So right now I need to make a choice. I go for the Brig because I realized she was isolated, and as I get here, I'm like, okay, we're okay. But one of the things I'm noticing already is I'm not looking behind me still. This is a habit that I am trying to build, that I struggle to build because I struggle to rely on my teammates in public ranked. Right now, where is my team? Let's look. Right now, our Ana's actually in a pretty close position, but in a decent position. But had I turned around, I would see this happen. There goes our Venture. And by the way, from this point forward, that Venture just has a vengeance for the Reinhardt and just tries to kill the Rein. This tank just got away with that because I didn't turn around. I bet you if we look back at me, which I think I would be F9, I have a bubble up. If I had been more aware, I could have turned around and bubbled my Venture, and that Reinhardt gets punished for making an otherwise very aggressive play. But right now, the fundamentals that I'm working on are holding cover and making aggressive plays from it. Honestly, this is not cover, but if we play it out, I am still kind of just walking down the middle. Yep, I'm still, like, I'm not moving cover to cover. One of the other things that I really am struggling with is just playing scared. And truthfully, this Reinhardt was intimidating me, and I don't know why. He was not a great Rein player in this match. Yep, okay, that bubble, it was, okay. I'm seeing myself struggle with the same three things in this. I'm not using cover. I am not making good aggressive plays because I had my full health. I still have all of my health. This Rein is grossly overextended. Look at this. Where's his team? He's got a Reaper. The rest of his team is back here. I have 4 up right now. I need to turn and just burn this Reinhardt out. Even if all it does is push him back, that needs to make the play. Now I'm getting distracted. I'm looking for my team. I'm not sure why I stared looking at them for that long. Okay, I'm still shooting the Rein. Now I need to switch targets. I have a better target to shoot. Okay, this is limit testing. I don't know if I feel too bad about that one. But again, I ran away so fast because well, and this, it should be fair, I was on a flank. But again, where are my teammates? I don't know where I can play aggressively too. Yep, so I try and go ahead and go get this Soj. I have a Tracer up still. I have a Juno up, I think, behind me. Yep, trying to heal me. I end up, you know, doing what you do as Zarya sometimes when you right click and forget that you're low HP. So we're getting up to point here. My team is now fighting on point, so I need to look to enable them. I need to go to high ground, to commit to high ground, and I do. Good. I get a little charge here. This is good. Okay, I need to look to enable our Venture when they go back in. Okay, so this is where right here I realize, okay, I have an Ana Brig. They need to be able to 2v1 a Reaper. If they can't, that's just flat out, it's not on me. It's a Reaper. They should be able to do that. So I turn around and just kind of keep an eye on them a little bit. And right here, we start, they use a good rally. And here's the problem. Our supports just lost that 1v1 against, or that 2v1 against the Reaper. Completely lost the fight. So now I'm going, okay, we have a Brig on the point. I'm trying to just kind of scrape up what I can. Ryan does a good job shielding here, and I just kind of realize I'm going to die probably. Yep. And I just, honestly, I think at this point I was so frustrated that I wasn't paying any attention. So that's on me. I believed that he had Shatter, and he's getting close to it, so I wasn't wrong. That's why I'm playing so cautiously around him. I get a good 20 charge there. Ryan looking for Shatter any moment because now he knows I've got no bubbles. And so I went ahead and threw my Grav out to hopefully be able to recover the fight. And we do recover this fight. There we go. And then this Reaper. Didn't want, yep, figured we'd stagger him. So we get 3 points here. So now we're evenly matched. This is good. We did burn a couple of ultimates, though. We burned 3 to win that last fight. So I'm kind of hoping we can get a pick early here. Now, unfortunately, what ends up happening instead, as I recall, is that our venture just gets completely obliterated. So we back. I know my health is high. Or no, it was our brig and then the venture who popped up in front of a Reinhardt. So this venture did start feeding their brains out. I don't know what they were doing. But now I realize we don't have our brig. We don't have our venture. There's no point in me trying to even bother contesting this at this point. Right now, I'd just be feeding. I could maybe go in and try and get some charge, but I realize I'm like, okay, I got time here. If we play by cards right, I should be able to do this. I bubble because I knew he'd do that. I bubble again, and I get out because I'm like, yep, I know I don't stay and live. Our Tracer starts doing God's work on point. Right here, there's a better position for me to take that allows me to do this a little bit better. I would say even being up here just a little bit allows me to get a better angle around the Reinhardt. And even just, you know, get a little aggressive. Do I have any bubbles up right now? Yeah, I got a bubble up. If I push forward right now, what do I have to lose? Nothing. Nothing. This is, yep. So they hit a Juno ult. This was foolish. I don't know why I did this. This was really poor decision making. Just straight up through and through. I deserve to die there. But I realize, okay, it's final fight territory. And we don't have an ult. We nanoed something. I don't know what we nanoed. Looking for my teams. I know I've got to have them for this fight. Reinhardt going in. Right here. I need to get off this Reinhardt. I need to not be here. And I realize that. So here I go. Okay, Kiri is now 1 HP. Kiri is 1 HP again. So what ended up happening here too is I could not get, I started getting just full committed on, and unfortunately it seemed like my DPS were just not looking at the supports most of that game. So I think that's it. Isn't that where it ends? Yeah. My biggest problem from this game was that I wasn't sticking to my fundamentals. The reason I wasn't doing that, the things I've been trying to learn, is because I got tilted and stopped paying attention. My mindset is probably my biggest hurdle to consistently improving my gameplay. So make sure to check out this video next to see the shift that happened when I simply changed that mindset after the game you just saw me review.